Thank you, Easter Bunny. What's up, everybody? It is Easter Sunday. It is 8:06 in the a.m. where I sit. Where you sit, it may be a different time. Time is it where you are? What are you doing? You celebrating? Are you with family? Are you just living another day? Could be any one of those things, and that's great. As long as you're going for it, living your best life, having a good time. Oh, my neck is sore because I'm getting old. Grizzle Bear, morning. What is up? What do you got going on this festive holiday? Good morning to you. I have the day. I was gonna, excuse me, potentially go meet up with family today, but they, with what was going on and stuff, they ended up going up to my parents' house. My sister actually lives like 20 minutes away, and my parents live like an hour-ish, hour and 10 minutes, whatever. And I have a few other things I'm doing today, and so I don't know if I'm gonna get up there. So I've got the day kind of to do whatever. I want to make a few videos. I got some unboxings that we can do. I'm working on a project. Been up all night smoking a Boston, but ooh, that sounds fantastic. All night. When do you plan on eating it then? Smoke some bacon, wrapped stuffed peppers. So that's for a meal for today. My buddy, well, you know, Ken Fixed had been doing some smoking for a while, and he would usually do it. He'd get up at like 5 in the morning and start, and then we'd all start rolling into his place sometime 8, 9, 10 in the morning, hang out till 3, 4, and then take it off and then let it rest for like another hour. You're gonna eat around noon today, right on. So yeah, eating at noon, you got to plan it the night before, versus he would start in the morning and then we would eat like early evening. It's pretty fun though, getting a real nice brisket. I don't know why I said brisket. Because it's morning. Oh, dude, some delicious smoked meats would be pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. What's up, Clint? What's up, Knives and Pizza? What do we got going on this lovely Easter? Hello, Kevin. Kevin C. I'm double fisting the caffeine in the morning here. Waking up. Working on some stuff last night. Eyes are still kind of bugging me a little bit. Spring is on the way. And I'm allergic to dust. And right now the house, because I've been moving stuff around, it's just been kind of a little chaotic and unorganized for the past few weeks. And so I start moving some stuff, and then I grab something and it's got some dustiness on it. And if I don't wipe that off, I get that in my eyes. My eyes get all irritated. Do I have any butterfly knives? I do. What's up, Josh? Reach. This is the Mako V5. This is Squid Industries. It's a trainer. We do have weights that we can adjust for balance. It does have a bottle opener on the top, and then a couple tactile dots. So like if you're holding down here, that dot can bump you on the knuckle, showing that you need to kind of hold it up a little bit higher. This one here is for the bite side. It is not sharp, but it gives you that. So if you're holding it wrong and you feel that, you're like, oh wait, now if I was holding a real knife, that would have cut me. Oh, geez. I need some practice. Plus, we're kind of tight to the camera here. It's fun. Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. Knives are life. What's everyone got going on today? I apparently can't do this at all. Today is definitely not my day. Ooh, mama. Definitely not my morning. Chicken and waffle sounds delicious right now. It's early enough. I just woke up, I don't know, 45 minutes ago ish. It's like 7 something. Kind of slept in today. Not that I want to, but you know, you get older and you just start waking up. Generally, I wake up between 6:30 and 7. I work at 7:30 or 7. I technically work at 8, but I don't like being late, so I started showing up 7:45, and I basically show up at 7:45 every day. Even if you go slow, it looks like you know what you're doing. Well, thanks. It's pretty weak. What's up, Nabil? It has the question mark on the end, so you have to kind of think about how you say it. How you doing today? Coffee is a little too hot. I had a project. Yeah? What do we think? Any ideas? Thoughts? I have a bunch of these. In fact, lurking and working? What do we think of that? Ooh, baby. Rough draft? Grateful. What's up? Of course, I got stuff in all of these. It's like we're clearing some space. Dudes. That worked. That's my girl. That's my girl. If you know, you know. And if you've been on my lives much at all, you probably know. This is a dry run here. I have not tried this yet. Ooh, that's bright. There's nothing to hold it down yet. I need some weight. Or I need to go like that. Where's my... A little bit better. How do you attach the wood together? Wood glue, brads. Right now, this is just glue. I don't think they're going to be holding that much weight. What do we think? Okay, so let's just do a little quick test. Boom. 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 Oh, mama. What do we think of that, huh? So, of course, it's not attached to anything right now. So we've got slip issues. But, bro, check it out. I dig it. It's going to just all come collapsing down on me here unless I can find, I don't have anything that's like heavy in here, unfortunately. Big knife. Big knife. Big knife. Yeah, that's still, it just wants to slide out on me. What do we think so far, though? I think that's going to work. All right, let's just clear this off. But I do want to add one more. Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat a snack in the morning, Dan. What's up, Kathleen? Okay, so yeah, this is literally rough draft numero uno. Let me back you up a little bit here. Maybe you can see a little better. Boom. So literally what I did is this was the lazy technique. What's up, Ground Fog? What's up, Christian? Said hi, Kathleen. Blind Woo, Mr. Extra. All right. Movie shorts guy. Dude's hair is nicer than my ex-wife's. Well, hey, thanks. Thank you. I guess. SC Knife Monkey. Okay, so what I did, this was just test. This is shelf 1. I have 8 shelves that I want to put stuff on. Kevin Smith and Knives is making one, so he's going to make one. Maybe if anyone's interested, who wants to make a shelf, a knife rack for the Kenman? Not that I'm looking to get people to do it for me, but Kevin Smith and Knives, if you didn't know, is a carpenter. He does do like cabinetry and stuff. That's like his main gigs. He was like, oh, let me try making something. And I was like, yeah, all right, if you want to. But what I did is I got some 1-inch, what are these, like 1/4 inch thick by 1 inch by 24, and then I got 1/4 inch thick by 1.5 inch, and that one was like in a 10-foot strip. Actually, it was like a 12-foot strip, but I cut off, whatever. And then I cut those to 2 feet. So right now I have a 24-inch, basically L beam, right? That I glued. All I did was glue. This is lightweight wood. It does not weigh a lot, but it is thick enough that it doesn't really have a lot of a flex, especially when you start making the beams like this. That's going to solidify it, right? So I have 1 of these, right? And so then I made 5 of these, which I'm not completed with yet, because here is 4 of them here. So this last one, I have clamps. So basically, I'm going to glue this one on here. It'll be a 5-banger shelf. And so literally for now, all they are is I just did one at a time. I glued them, I clamped them, I let it dry. Here we are. Boom. Solid, kind of a fan piece. Smash that like button. Thank you, Blind Woo. So then from here, I am going to build some supports. I don't think I need a lot. As you just saw, I had it up on the wall. And this isn't, the way this is designed, this isn't going to flex much. Not that I'm going to be dumb, but I mean, literally, I could just put a salt shaker here and here and like, no. I will build up a few like strut supports in the back to support it. And then I intend to stain it probably the same color as the shelves. I actually thought about maybe putting like a leather or something on the top surface where the knives sit, so that you have the wood surface and then like a flat like leather surface or something like that. Not necessary, but maybe just an added little touch. I do have a huge sheet of leather that I got a couple years ago for making some armor, like some costume stuff for like Halloween. And it's just a nice, that black leather like when I have on the table for my unboxings and stuff. It's like basically like that. And so I could put that across the top strips. What does everyone think about that? Number 7. Right? Right? What do we think? Not bad. So yeah, got to build up the back, add the last level, get it to 5 rows at least here. Actually, it goes this way. Oh. AD 20.5 on the ground. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I still like the dowel idea better, less chunky, but this works as long as it's stained the same color as the shelves. The reason I like the dowels is the light would filter through. This is true. But then I thought about that Whereas then you can print like those. Jeez, I'm sorry. Like I could print these, or there's the clear ones that you can get like Delaney has. He's got those clear shelves that are 4 or 5 at a time, and then like the light bounces through the whole thing. I would like to mess around with your dowel idea though, Kathleen. I was kind of, like I said, this is one. I have 8 shelves that I want to do. Do I want them to be all the same? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's fun. Right now, they just got random kind of stuff on them. I mean, I have a lot of knives I want to get on those. But Kevin's making a version, so I'm going to have the Kevin shelf. You know, here's the original first Kenman ledge. You know, maybe we'll make a dowel section. The Kathleen dowel doer shelf. I can't come up with good names in the morning. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, my drop bear's right here. What's up? Real epoxy. Wood glue. Wood glue. But what do we think about the dimensions? Not bad. I went 1 inch here to here and then 1.5 up. So then most of the knives you put on there don't quite cover up the ones behind it. Some of the taller ones might go all the way to the top of the shelf. Or got wood? What's up, Bill? Try a chunky one. So that one does go over the top to the next level. But if you got something right behind it, not that I have too many knives that are super chunky. They're going to be, I would say more often than not, they're going to be similar to like this, you know. Windy and cold here. I don't even know what it's like outside here today. I do like what's happening with my shelf. Edyards. What do we think of this, huh? I mean, that's not fun. Basic. We're talking basic. So, leather on the top levels of the shelves, or just stain it all wood and leave it all wood? Comment below. What do you think? Tell me now. That is great. It was kind of like, most of them were pretty easy. I didn't really need to clamp much, but there was a few of them, you know, where like the wood just has a little bit of bow to it. So when you stick it down, it's like flat here, but then it starts to curve off or curve up. So I had to kind of do at least a triple clamp on each one. Have the treads leather. The what? The treads? I mean, like the tops. That's what I was thinking blind blue would be. Like if I were to do the leather, I would leave this, the faces, these 4 faces wood, and then the tops, top, where the actual knife sits. So the knife would sit on a leather piece, and then the wood would be exposed on the faces. Only thing is it's like, it's a dark stain. You can see these are like kind of a dark mahogany. Rich leather mahogany kind of a thing. And right now the leather that I have is black, and like dark and black, sometimes I'm not a fan. That doesn't contrast much, but it might be just subtle enough. Ultimately, the way this works with the live and the streams and the whatnot, I don't think you would actually see that. By the time that's back there on that shelf, you're not really going to know whether or not that has leather on top of it, especially if it's dark. So I'm not sure if it matters, but it does matter. I don't know. It would be nice though, kind of a softer surface that they sit on might actually be cool. What's up, Tom? Happy Easter. Showing off some lead shelves that I made. Still got to glue. This one here is 5 enough, I think. For the height of these shelves, especially this one here, that goes most of the way up. I think it should be pretty good. Pretty good. Stage 1. The only thing is okay, I did the lazy route. You can buy a big sheet of wood. Oh, my head itches, sorry. You buy a big sheet of wood. I could have bought 1/4-inch board, you know, whatever, 2x4 foot board or 4x8 or whatever. But I could have bought that for cheaper and then cut all the pieces myself. I have a table saw, you know, I'd be able to make straight cuts. I got a band saw, you know, I got several different, actually not a band saw, it's a, what's it called? Skill saw, or no, what's the name? It's like the table and then the saw is just right here. And it's not a belt, it's just like a, you know, but it goes like this, so you can get a piece of wood way in there. Right, so I could have got, sorry, I started reading chat, carbon fiber sticky back vinyl for like photo backgrounds. Maybe like a vinyl cover. Have it be carbon fiber, sure. Jigsaw. Yeah. It's morning, brain doesn't work. Anyway, I could have bought a large sheet of wood for, you know, 15, 20 bucks I saw, like, or whatever it was for like this 2x4 sheet that would have been plenty of wood. I probably would have been able to make several with it, right? All good, just need more Red Bull, more coffee. So, yeah, it would have cost less. I bought these pieces because they were already cut. You know, this was already a 1/4 inch by 1 inch by 24 inches. Didn't have to cut it at all. This one was a 1/4 inch by 1.5 inches, but it was like a 12-foot strip. So I just had to cut like every 2 feet. So literally, I had to do almost no cutting, which saved the time. But at the end of the day, by the time I have this built like that, stained and installed on that shelf, it's going to be around 30 bucks ish. I've got 8 shelves. You know, if I'm going to make one for all 8 times 30 bucks, is that a little more expensive? Like, I could have bought a sheet of wood and then probably made 3 shelves with for less than that, maybe, but it would have been the time and the labor and then the cuts to make. Well, I mean, with the table saw, they'll be straight, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit more work. So I spent a little more buying these pre-cut pieces, but it was kind of, I don't have a lot of time lately. I thought, okay, that might be something I can just quick glue them together and have test piece number 1. So here we are, test piece number 1. I got to finish it up. I got to put the supports on the back and get it stained. Excuse me. 31 of us in here this morning. Happy Easter. Happy April 20th. However you celebrate. Hanging out with family, hanging out with friends. It's a lovely day. I've got a little disc golf Sunday school, it's called. My buddy who's a teacher runs it. And today's the finale. Basically, it goes through the winter in the off season. And then my league actually starts up this Wednesday. And it's a summer league. So it goes, it's like basically it's a 6-month league. We go from April through October. Basically, we set it up to finish around Halloween. And so when mine ends in October, then basically Winter League starts a few weeks later, and then Sunday school is opposite of Winter League over the winter. And then Winter League ended a couple of weeks ago. Sunday school. Last day is today. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, bud. Happy holidays. What's up, Greg? Morning, Greg. What do you got going on, Brian, today? Good stuff. Good stuff. Coffee is at the perfect temp right now. I do have a couple packages I do need to unbox if anybody's interested. Going to the forge today. I wish I could do that, Brian. I wish I could do that. I think I could set up just about everything I want to do here at the house, except for I don't think I would be able to. Knives and pizza. Do you put anything in your coffee? No. I put good coffee in my coffee. I don't do like the Folgers. I mean, I will if I'm in a pinch, but what I do is I buy a couple different beans. There's a few different ones I like. Intelligentsia is one that's pretty good. I like to get good beans, not grounds, get beans. And then I have a jar and I will grind up. Usually I get a couple different kinds. Excuse me. So sometimes I'll get like just a really good flavored, good strong coffee. And then I'll get one that has like, like that hint of brownie or marshmallow, or sometimes they got those ones that have like some flavors and stuff kind of to them, and I'll get one of those, but then I'll only do just a little bit of that, so I just add in a little bit of those along with the other ones and kind of make my own blend. Grind up the beans, put them in that jar. That jar is like a day or two, depending on how much I want that day, worth of the grounds, and so I keep them fresh in the jar, keep it sealed, make a couple coffees that day, and then maybe make another one the next day, and then grind up some more beans. I usually use right now I'm using the kind of like the Keurig. We've got a Keurig at work, and I have a generic Keurig at home. So I get the little refillable pod, pop it open, put the good grounds in there, seal it up, make a good cup of coffee. Then you don't have to add any cream, sugar, nothing, just straight up delicious. But you got to have good beans, good strong. I started watching all these espresso. The coffee game crowd is getting as crazy as the knife crowd, where all the little tricks and things and stuff. And I like a real strong coffee, and there's something about it, just the process of it. I would love to get a big coffee set up, but I am not. What's up, Shamir? I apologize if I said it wrong. Shamir is new. What's going on? Good to see you. We're kind of hanging out, talk about knives in here. Haven't really pulled any out too much yet. This is one of my top favorites right here. Concept Goblin XL S35 VN fried titanium. Glorious. Argentina. What's up, Lorenza from Argentina? How's the weather in Argentina today? For some reason, I feel like it's gorgeous there all the time. Is it? Ron Dobbins. Ron Crow's in here too. Anyone have any Viper knives from Italy? Just stumbled on them last night. Viper knives? Anyone? Boom. I am not familiar. How we doing this fine Sunday morning? I am good, Ron. Eyeballs are a little irritated. I am allergic to dust, and I got some in my eyes last night like an idiot. But I'm good. I got some stuff planned for the day. The Viper Hug is the sweetest modern slip joints. Now I'm gotta look it up. Viper Hug. Whoops. Let's go for a ride. Oh, all right. Okay. Huh. The Viper Hug. 152 bucks at Knife Center. Comes with a slip. I like the vibe. Anybody have one of these? How do I get out of this? Where's the X? I hate you. Micarta version. Wow, they got quite a variety. What? These are cool. Anyone ever try one of these? The Viper Knives Hug Slip Joint. M390 titanium bolsters, red G10 on this one. Looks wormy. Dude, I love this concept, dude. It's great. It's great. No doubt about it. Looking at the Keeper 2. All right, so Viper Keeper 2. Whoops. One-handed type in here. Of course you were looking at the Keeper 2. It's got the wave. Tom likes the Emerson waves. L-Max. How about that? Huh. Fun stuff. Have I reviewed the Artisan Home? No. I have not. Artisan Home. The double guard is sweet. Got to be pocket deployable, says Tom. Speaking of which, I got a box over here we can jump into that's full of pocket deployables. He sent me a bunch of goodies to check out. We could probably open it up since I'm going to have to do individual unboxings. Anybody have any of these Vipers? The voice. Kathleen's still a little blurry, but doing all right. Hope everything's healing up well. Okay, Artisan Home. I'm going to keep that window. Oh, with my new computer, it's a problem. The other one, because it would overload a little bit, I would always kind of close windows and kind of keep it nice and tidy. And now, because I have so much more capabilities on this computer, I have windows open for days on 3 different screens. Artisan Cutlery Home. Ooh, get there. You're not even going to let me see the whole thing? Why does this... When did this come out? 56 bucks. Button lock. I almost like the wood. That one. What's it look like closed? So you can get at it with thumb studs, fuller, and a button. It's got that secondary button lock that they're kind of getting away from. Russell was saying they tested it out and didn't really go over all that well, so they're probably going to stop doing that secondary button, or that secondary lock. Is that the word? Anybody pick up one from CJRB or Artisan Cutlery with a new secondary lock? They're not bad, but sometimes people had some problems. They were getting in the way. I'm gonna sneeze, maybe. I keep talking about it. I definitely will not. Ooh. Wow. We're only like 2 seconds, not even behind. That's a pretty tight delay. KDK, get one like Adventure 50 has with the blue acrylic. What's up, Blue? One of these with blue acrylic? Where do you get that? Or is it a different one? The button doesn't get in the way for Kathleen at all. Yeah, I guess there was some that, like, I don't know, there was a few models where, like, you pick up one and the button's kind of annoying, and then another one was not. I don't know. Seems like they probably aren't going to do it. I wish I had a cool third mystery button. What's up, Neil? Happy holidays. Cheers. I thought about hiding a bunch of knives around the house, then I realized I already do. I already got knives everywhere. It's a holiday Easter hunt. Come on over to Kenman's. I have knives everywhere. What would be fun is I should say, okay, what you need to find is you need to find the Artisan Cutlery Ahab. You know, and it's like, okay, now you got to look through all the knives and find that specific one. I got over 300 knives in the house, so it is what it is. I could say, all right, find me the Rough Rider Apta. And then someone who's got their hand on the pulse would be like, which one? You have 3, Kenman. I'm just like, just find any of them. Go to Adventure 50's channel to see the Artisan Cutlery with the blue scales. Mystery buttons are always mysterious. Italian M390. Anyone? Thoughts? Who is it? Tri-State doesn't like Italian stuff. I think he must have had a few different knives from Italy that were just not good steel or didn't have good heat treat or something like that. He kind of has a bias against anything Italian. I'd like to find a nice Italian lady. Not that that's a necessity. The lady part is, for me. Easter knife hunt at Kenman's. It'd be like, okay, you get 30 seconds. You have to find the exact knife I'm looking for. You know, and it'd be like, all right, the rose gold pyrite Bowie. Go. Not sure what that Extrema ratio I sent is, but I like the steel. So Tom, I'm about to bust into that box. We could do it right now. Is there a list of what's in there, or are they labeled, or reason number 452? He's a nice guy. Is it me, or is the CJRB double button hideous? It's kind of hideous, Kevin, and it looks like they're kind of doing away with it. Most people didn't seem to have good things to say about it, so I think, and I don't know, it sounded like Russell said that they were kind of going to start swaying away from doing them. Going to be getting rid of this one in a couple of days. This is Fred the Lugs Jan Chevron, whoosh, DLC coated MagnaCut and titanium with the Zircotai inserts. Real nice drop. Flicks out really well. The only issue I have with this is a lefty. I can't flick it out. Got to literally grab on down here, get my thumb away from that frame lock, which as a lefty, if you've got a titanium handle with a big frame lock, it's kind of a hit or miss with that. Doesn't always miss. You got this one right here is one of my new favorites, that concept, and I can put my thumb directly on that lock bar and still flick it out. No worries at all. So it's kind of one of those things where if it is a titanium frame lock, it's the type of knife that, as a lefty, I'm not going to purchase it unless I've been able to pick it up, hold it in hand, and test it, because some of them I'm not going to be able to. And if I love doing the flick out, if I can't flick it out because of the pressure on the lock bar, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience for me. Unless you're a 73-year-old grandpa slicing apples. Remember when? Then slip joints are useless for daily carry. Almost, Ed. I say slip joints are great for a secondary or third-dairy carry. Third-dairy carry? If this was my main for the day, then I could have a secondary, smaller one, maybe a slightly smaller little button lock or something for my secondary. And then a little slip joint third, like this little case peanut. Throw this in that little fifth pocket. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. It just disappears. So then you're sitting there and you've got your really nice pushing $600 yarn in your pocket, and someone's like, oh, hey, I'm trying to cut this box, and you can see there's staples in it, and it's like, oh, how are they going to cut that box? You don't want to hand them this. So then you reach in your other pocket and you grab that small little slip joint that someone who doesn't play with knives is going to look at it and be like, oh, I open it like this, But believe it or not, or most of you probably know if you have some friends that aren't really knife people, you hand them one of these that doesn't have a flipper tab on it, and they're like, how do I close it? And then they're going to get in there and start digging and like, oh, maybe hit that staple with it. And you're like, what have I done? And so you take that and you don't take it out of your pocket. You grab a nice little slip joint, a nice little smaller, like this right here, the APTA. Boom, hand them this. Let them cut it up with this. This was $20. $20. That's all you need. And then now they've got something, they used it, they made their cuts. You kind of kept your nice knife for you. Let them cut with your secondary or, as I said, third dairy. I'm into the third dairy. The goofiness is why we love them, right? Easter magic. Not all weapons are comfortable. Wait, how the heck did you just make the case knife disappear after gripping it? Right? Stay tuned, more of that to come. Crap knives to crap people. Not all of these people are crap people. They're just not knife people. And there you go. You like the new voice? Should I keep with that one for a while? If someone doesn't know how to use a knife, I don't hand them knives at all. Well, the thing is though, some people do need to cut something once in a while. And that's that case where they don't know how to use a knife, where hand them this. Like this is great, kind of a starter knife for, a younger person or something that's kind of learning, because now it's like they have less chance of, it's just a small little. Here, take this $600 knife and just have at it, right? I mean, it's DLC coated. It's DLC coated. It should be fine. And here's me when I'm not holding it. It goes right back in this case and on the table, half zipped up, protected. Protected. Wow. Is it acceptable to carry my 4th knife in the 5th pocket? Yes. The only thing a slip joint is good for is cutting the cheese. You know, Lou, I was probably a year ago, I was pretty anti-slip joint as well. I had a couple, but they weren't something I was carrying around. But I was also only carrying one knife, like a Neanderthal. I mean, what? 3. Hell, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting right now. I still have this in my pocket from yesterday, my Flytanium Arcade. Still got the Flytanium Arcade in my pocket. I had, what did I have over here? I don't remember. I took it out. Oh, I had that Civivi. Oh, no, it is still in there. This is my 5th pocket. I've got the little mini Lander 6. These are great. This is the one you carry to hand somebody. This is perfect. Locks are hard. Locks are difficult. More Easter magic. Maybe. Oh, shit. So yeah, this is probably one of the greatest right here. $15 for the Lander 6. These are new, little lock back, just a fun little small knife, keychain, easy, you know. This would be the great little 5th pocket one. Look at that. You can just drop it in there like so, and it's gone. But they work great as far as handing off someone. And then my 3rd one. See, I'm sitting here. I got 3 knives on me. Probably the greatest 5th pocket right here. Edyards. We have the Civivi Baby Banter with the Wharncliffe blade. Look at that choke up spot. Boom. Nice full grab. Great little user getting in there, tearing and cutting. Does the stuff. Slip joints did all the work for years and years. Many more important jobs than we ever use our knives for now. Truth. Got to respect that. Slip joints are also good for steak knives because they're thick behind the edge, won't damage when hitting the plates. Edyards. Yeah, Ed, what is Ed? What? Who made that? I mean, you. Oh, that poor knife. Do I have a rapier? Do I? Do I have anything that I could consider a rapier? I don't think I do, Polly. Do I have a fencing foil? Nope. Maybe. I have a couple crap. Man, I need to get all my swords out. I have some junk swords. And I have a couple good swords. I have Ken's good sword. It'll catch on the purse zipper when you take it out. Yeah. That's good. Swords? We talking swords? Hold on. I don't know where they are. So this one is on loan from Ken Fixed. Not bad. Not bad. Look at that Hamon. Decent little daily user, right? And then this one is mine. I've had this one for, I got this in 2002. Nice. Oh, I'm using it. This is a real deal. These are not gas station. This one is handmade. Look at that Hamon on there. This is a hand forged, hand folded, wrapped. There's Stingray in there. This one's got the weight. Oof. It does that natural swing, which I shouldn't be doing because this is a real, I'm a real boy. Can take it apart if you need to. I've never really cut too much or anything with it. Should I cut something with it? I did, somebody touched it years ago. I don't know if I can focus on that. Right there. And I didn't notice. And what they did is, because it's these blades, if you, like, basically they had it out and they were like, oh, look, feel the edge. And they kind of touched it and got some oil on it and then put it away and set it down. And I didn't touch it for a couple of weeks. And then I went and it was like, oh, bummer. Kind of a permanent little stain that's been there for more than 15 years. It didn't get worse. You know, I wiped it off, cleaned it up. What's legit? I have never actually done a review on it, which I should do. And Ken Fixed sent me or loaned me this one to do a review on. So that review will be actually very soon. Stay tuned for that. They're fun. That's a fake one. Where does it count? Where do you, what's fake? Or how do you, where's the line? To me, a fake one would be one where they took a chunk of metal, like a big long sheet of metal, and then just cut it out, and it's just a, you know, stamp cut, boom. These were both hand, like, folded. Do you have a gas station katana you lend someone who, yes, I do. I do. I could get it. It's pretty far away. The good old days. Rick, sounds like she was a keeper. How easy is it to get a sword sharpened? I don't know. There are rules to handling the sword. Says Ed. Get it. Get it. Lou says get it. All right. You guys are going to have to chill for like 30 seconds because I got to go all the way downstairs. But you will instantly notice. I'll be right back. It got wild, all right, y'all. Okay, this is about to get corny. What do we do without supervision? I'm back. Okay. is a big box of junk. All right. All right. We'll go through it together. There it is. Shit. This is a gas station junker. This is what you're gonna get. Look at the wraps, right? Look at this stamped top. Look at the sheath made out of like a piece of wood, right? Okay, this right here. Look, I mean, it looks like a piece of a bar. See that? Mint condition sword right there. This thing weighs like nothing. But notice how perfectly straight, it's like dead straight and rectangular. If it's still good metal, this is junk, dude. This is your $20, although they have a $30 one at Rough Rider at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It's actually nice looking. But this is what you get for your gas station crap. It's just perfectly rectangular. Look at this right here. You can just see it was cut out of a crappy stamp. Then you grab this bad boy right here, and you can see that edge put into it right along there, all the way, the groove all the way across, the quality, the curve, the hamon, right? That is your difference. And this, the weight, this has got mass to it. And this is just junk. I mean, sure, some kid would get this and be like, yeah, dude, this is a sword. Is it even? Actually, it does have an edge on it. But this is what you're getting. It came with a free gallon of wiper fluid. Look at this sheath. In this house, we call it a blood groove. Free gallon of gas with this bad boy right there. So that's what you get for the low price of, you want a cheap sword. You want to keep going with the cheap swords. We're getting it today, kids. We are getting it today. We need to change angles though. I'm too close. Could fifth pocket carry that in my Jinkos. Full screen pull, right? There's a lock right there. I can unlock it. Uh-oh. There it is. Wasn't there another one? I swear to God, there was two. There was two. Because that one goes there, and then the second one wrong way. There should be another one in there, and then there's a lock that you can lock it. So now it's like a cane, like a staff. Any of y'all have a T-Kill knives? I don't, but they've got some good stuff. You would try it if it were, yeah, if it was a life-saving moment, you give it a shot. Saving for a TCal DP1. TCal's cool stuff. So you got your staff that should have 2 swords in it, but only has 1. I don't know where the other one went. Let's see, what else we got in here? I have a smaller version of the same thing. So we got the lock, the unlock, there it is. See, boom, baboosh. So now you've got the dual. These are gas station or, you know, grocery store, mall. Do malls still exist? So it has the twin, kind of a pain to line up to put away. Boom. You got your little small staff. You can beat the crap out of someone and then, I've got 2 swords. Let's go. KDK not trying to pull from your live, but they're live and usually give away 3 or 4 knives. Who's live right now? Lou, I've had everything in this box I've had for over 20 years. This is all old stuff. It's been around for a while. The katana I bought, like I said, in 2002. And a lot of this is kind of from that same era that I've had for quite a while. Oh, TCal is live and he's doing a giveaway. Yeah, I'm just hanging out for a little bit longer here. We'll jump over to TCal in a little while. Doesn't he usually? I thought it was usually later in the morning. Well, I guess we've got these. Someone was asking about rapiers, or I don't know if this counts. I got these. These are cheap as well. Actually, pretty good little reproductions. What does that say on there? I can't tell. Probably Pakistan. It says stainless. Stainless steel. So these swords were cut. You know, these are stamped. Simple. Am I preparing to duel? On guard. Had these for 20 some years as well. Like I said, I've had some always been in love with knives and swords and things of that nature. What else is in here? Battery doesn't work anymore. But if we go, got the Darth Maul saber. I need to get some batteries for that. That is an old Darth Maul saber, I'll tell you what. Go ahead, Lou. It's all good. People want to go over there. I'm not trying to get on top of other people either. I didn't know he was going to be on. I thought he's usually later in the morning. Tom's got to run, eat with the fam. I'm down for a lightsaber duel when we meet again. I have several, bro. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 5. So we could do that. Okay, is there anything else in here? Oh my God. Oh. There we go. Oh, there's a sword. All right, there's a sword. I've got some spear guns, because why wouldn't you have spear guns? I honestly have probably half a dozen or more spear guns. Have I ever used them? No. I was doing research and searching for something else and ended up with them. This is getting ridiculous. You look like the guy who rides around town with a pedal bike and a leather jacket on. If you live near an inland lake, you never know when a shark might attack you. All right, this one here, I don't know much about. This was given to me by someone. Oh my God. She's out. Ooh, look at this bad boy. Look at that tip. This one is seen some use. It's been through the world. I don't know where, what. My hand is a little bit small or big for that handle. This is like a brass type handle. Not really sure what this is. Interesting saber. And the sheath is, good Lord. She's tight. You might have to tell someone like, hey, hold on, before we fight, give me a second. I gotta get this out. How long have you been growing your hair? And do you plan on getting chainmail? I should get chainmail. Hair, this is COVID hair. When COVID hit, what was that, 2020? I had short hair, basically stopped cutting it since then. Since I can still farm it, it's not all gray and it grows. I went for it, and here we are. This is the longest my hair's ever been in my whole life. And I'm happy with it. Looks like an officer's saber. You got it, Lou. Another good one. Mark it down. Got a couple old, kind of vintagey golf clubs. Are they worth any money? Probably not. Why are they in this box with some sword stuff? Because they are. How did I acquire these? I don't remember. Are they fun? Whoever golfs, have you ever hit a ball with one of these old woodies? Man, it's... Write that one down, Lou. Write that one down. We're getting to the end here. We have a cane. Kind of a colorful cane. I don't remember where that came from, but it's been in this box forever as well. And that's it. I don't see anything laying at the bottom there. What happened to that other blade? Is my curiosity though, because that longer one should have had another blade in there. Those golf clubs have seen days. Do you have a real katana? Thank you for checking out Tops. What's up, Justin? Tops was pretty fun. I want to get some more stuff from Tops. And he said, do I have a real katana? I've been showing you all these fake ones. This one's real. I wanted to find the thing so I could show off the difference between the fake and the real. I mean, they're both real. They both exist. They're in my possession. But if you look at the cheap there, and then you look at this one, see the difference, right? And then this one, when you take that out, that is just a square cut chunk of metal. This one here is a hand forged, hand shaped. If you actually look at it from there, you can see that it's not quite perfect because it was hand done. And so you're going to have just natural. This thing is great. You never know when that zombie apocalypse is gonna happen. And then you need to be ready. And I'm gonna just be sitting in my front yard like this with these. On guard. Where did I get that one? 2002. That's where I got it. Swords in a golf bag. It's not the nicest. That one's probably Well, I don't know if it goes up in value or not. Probably about 500 versus the gas station one's worth about 5 cents. And there's some out there that are thousands of dollars for sure. I mean, it's, you know, what are you looking for? What can you afford? What do you want to spend your money on? And yeah, cheap lightsabers. There's some new lightsabers right now that I'd love to get my hands on. They're super cool, but it's money, and I've been wanting to buy more knives, get more stuff for the channel. I'm gonna try to, you know, go on trips like Blade Show. Atlanta's coming up pretty soon, and I live in Minnesota, so if I want to go to Atlanta, I basically have to spend the money on the hotel, the flight, which can add up pretty quick, no doubt. My buddy had one from a manufacturer in Japan for like $2K. It was insane. Mirror finish on the blade. Cool. Sounds awesome. Everybody would love to have one, or at least I would. Spring for one of them real lightsabers you've seen on YouTubes? Sure. Kevin Smith and knives. What the hell? Am I into butterfly knives? I have a trainer. I have my Squid Industries trainer. Mako V5. It's got weights on the handles that you can swap. Whoa. Jeez, sucking bad today. It works nice. I'm not good. I need to practice. I got it to learn some stuff and kind of get a little better at it because I think it'd be fun. But it's another time thing. The saber, the old saber. I need to get all these out. I'll have them all maybe in the next Thursday live or something. We can talk about stuff more. You like fishing too? Yep. Good old Bass Pro. It's funny, all their Cabela's are now kind of converting over to Bass Pro. Not sure, because I know they were all Bass Pro and then they converted to Cabela's. And then now they're all kind of converting. You can't buy Cabela's shirts and stuff anymore, but they have tons of Bass Pro stuff. So, whatever. As long as they've got cool stuff, good outdoorsy store. Squid Industries is legit, indeed. Just injected ham with maple syrup and bourbon, about to go to the smoker. Who's coming over? Brian, I'm on my way. Be there in 6 hours. Kevin Smith and knives. Ham and bourbon. Oh. Ooh, SC Knife Monkey. I should have this open so that it makes the sounds. Then if someone does it on the vertical lives, you can still hear it. But without that on, you won't. SC Knife Monkey, though, thank you for upgrading. You are welcome to D2. Much appreciated. Skip that gas station, jump right into the D2 quality. My man, I appreciate it. Cabela's. Yeah. I wish I knew about their ham before I scarfed down some ramen, says Lou. Was it just ramen? Did you doctor it up? Did you at least put some eggs or some veggies or meat in it? Used to build greenhouses and made one for a guy named Louis who paid $15K. Forged katana. Yes. Yes. Blast those emojis. You know it. Brother. Are we back? It says we're back. Okay, we are back. I'm not sure what happened there. It apparently says, hey, we don't like you anymore. Stream lag. 1990s mail order magazine EDC was, yeah. The Edge magazine? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Kevin, I did a thing. What do you think, Kevin? Test. I figure I got 8 shelves. We can do some experiments. We'll mess around. Here is my ledges. Huh? 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 So this is just a test one. I don't know. Seems to be working so far.
I was supposed to get them back from Nickel Boron this week.
Oh, what's he drinking? What is he drinking? So TCal is live. I kind of feel bad that he's live. We should go over there, huh? 299. What time is it? 9:24. What's everyone got going on today? Easter. Might work on this a little bit more. I want to add one more ledge and then stain it. What do you think, Kevin? There's another shelf. Who's live? TK now. TCal Knives. TCal Knives. They're getting there. I'm going to do some work on it a little bit. This is just a test. I have 8 different shelves. So we're going to maybe make a few different racks for a few different ones. And see what we like. And then if there's something that ends up working really good, then maybe we'll keep going with it. I don't know. Yeah, let me grab that. Hold on a second here. We're just going to go boom, copy. Paste. So here's the link for TCal. Boom. Yep, that works. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I've got some unboxings, a few things, meeting up with some friends and family later today. Hope everyone has a great day. Just wanted to chat, hang out for a little bit, show off my shelf work that I'm kind of in progress. And yeah, but go ahead and hit that link. That's TCal. I guess he's doing a couple giveaways. Usually does some giveaways pretty regularly. He wasn't on last week, so he's probably doing some more this week. But yeah, everyone have a great holiday. Good to see everyone. Thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for the new membership, SC. And have a good day. Stay sharp. Go cut something. We'll see you soon.